What was that? What? You couldn't hear me? Oh yeah, bad audio, common problem. I've been testing out the Relicart Mi Passport wireless lav system by Camolo. This is an inexpensive wireless lav system that allows you to wirelessly communicate from a lav mic to your camera and get better audio quality. They did send me this product for free, but I'm not being paid for this review, and I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion. I had been wanting to find a solution for a wireless lav system. In the past, I had connected a microphone via a 3.5mm cord to my camera, but having a wireless system allows you to be free from cords, from tripping hazards, and just get better audio quality with a really simple, clean solution. So the way these work is that you have a transmitter and a receiver. The receiver goes on your camera, it plugs in with a little audio cable and snaps onto the hot shoe. And the transmitter it has a microphone here on the top, so you can just clip it on your shirt and it gets pretty good quality that way. But the way I like to do it, I don't like to have this in the shot. I got this little accessory. Basically, this plugs into the side of your transmitter, and this clips on the shirt of whoever you're trying to get audio from. This allows you to hide this little receiver. You can stick it on a pocket or clip it somewhere, and this clips on your shirt and the cord can go down behind your shirt. It's a little cleaner, and it just allows you to get good audio without having this in your frame. I've been using this for some commercial productions. I've been using it for some YouTube videos recently, and Brenda has also been using it to teach yoga classes on Zoom and just get a little better audio so her students can better hear her more clearly over the background music. So first up, let's talk about the pros. This thing is relatively cheap. It's around $100, and if you want the proper lav mic attachment, that's like another $10. So you're looking at around half the price of the Rode Wireless Go, which is basically what this system is modeled after. You get good sound quality. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. A super simple user interface. All you do, hold this button down, it turns on. Hold this button down, it turns on. Automatically connects. Put this on your model or whoever you want to get audio from. Put this on your camera, plug it in, and you're good to go. Lastly, the battery life. Battery life advertises around 7 hours, which I think is more than most people would ever need. But basically it allows you to not have to charge this thing repeatedly and be able to use it for one thing, let it sit, use it for something else. And I've been super happy with battery life. No issues there. Okay, so let's talk about some cons. First up, nobody wants to actually wear this on your neck. It looks a little silly, and especially if you're outside and there's any wind and you want to use some kind of dead cat, putting this and clipping it on your shirt, you're gonna look a little ridiculous. So that's my first complaint. However, it's easily fixed with this little $10 lav mic, and that's my second complaint. This should just come with the product. I think including a lav mic would make this a complete solution and make customers much more satisfied. The next issue I had was it comes with two cables. Basically, there's two types of 3.5mm audio cables. There's TRRS and TRS. And I think that's something that could be further clarified with documentation. So it comes with two audio cables. One of them's gray, one of them's black, and it isn't really obvious which one to use. So I've actually ended up using another audio cable that I already had for this that is TRRS to TRRS. Basically that means instead of 2 black bars, there's 3 black bars. And that's been the most useful and most cross-compatible cable to use. So you're gonna have to figure out what kind of device you're plugging it into, what compatibility it has, and you may just end up experimenting to figure out what the best solution is for your application. The last thing that I think could be improved is including this little cable, adapter cable with it. This is a USB-C to TRS adapter, and basically this allows you to use the mic in, say, a Zoom meeting or any kind of computer application. You can't just plug this cable into the side of your computer and expect it to work as an input. In order for it to have mic input, you have to have a USB-C or regular USB port adapter. And this thing was like $4. So I think it should just be included in the product, and then you'd have like $115 complete package that would be fully functional for input into camera, input into computer, and every kind of use you could foresee. However, if you are gonna get this, I will link those extra adapters below so that you'll be all set up once you get your wireless lav system. So that brings me to a few tips. First tip, if you're gonna be using this to talk over Zoom or any other live streaming computer application, I suggest you wear a pair of wireless headphones. So those can connect to your Bluetooth on your computer, and that way you don't get any feedback coming through the mic, and with the speakers, has potential to create feedback. So using wireless headphones prevents that. Secondly, as I mentioned before, you wanna be sure to use the right adapter. So TRRS to TRRS, which is the cable that's actually in use over there, but it has 3 black lines on each side. This plugs into the computer, this plugs into the receiver, and then you'll wear your wireless lav on the other side, like this. So once you have all those properly adapted and input, you can go into your computer's audio preferences and input the correct input mic. Another little tip to note is that there's a button on the top here that says dB. That allows you to, there's a little progress bar on the side here. It allows you to set basically the mic gain that you're getting out of the input. So there's 4 settings there. You can adjust that and it'll help you get the correct levels so that your audio sounds good. Lastly, if you do end up using this a lot and you have a dead battery, you can charge it while you're using it. So if you have a little USB power bank, you can plug into USB-C charger and keep this thing going. It allows you to extend the runtime. So lastly, I wanted to talk through a few unique applications that I think this device functions well for. First up, you can remotely monitor your audio. So if you've got a lav mic input here, and you've got, basically you can plug one side into your headphones and one side into your lav mic, and you can remotely monitor audio. So in my case, I use the, let me grab it, Tascam DR10, and it allows you to have an output from this. So I use the lav input from the DR10, then I connect the transmitter to the DR10, and that goes into the lav, records internally, then has an output, and it outputs to this, and then I can plug this into my headphones and remotely monitor the audio while having it internally recorded on the Tascam DR10. So it's super handy if you've got an interviewee and you're in a setting where you want to remotely monitor the audio and you need to be moving around. You can just have this clipped on and remotely monitor through your headphones. Additionally, if you've got a quality microphone connected to your camera, but you want to be able to monitor that audio and make sure there's no issues, you can plug the transmitter, connect it to the headphone jack on your camera, and then use the receiver again on your headphones, and that allows you to record audio internally on the camera and monitor it wirelessly wherever you are in relation to the camera. So these are just a couple options for how this little wireless transmitter has been really handy to have, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, and if there's anything I can help with, be happy to. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.